News of the week. I don't think there's too much news for this week, actually. Things are just progressing fine. Next door, DJ is cleaning the room because I said, hey, it's our anniversary mailbag, and I'd really like it if you participated with us or cleaned Cuddle's room. And obviously, she made her choice, so it's good either way. It saves me a lot of trouble. Cuddle's room has been full of poops. The kittens are learning to poop on their own, but they have not quite entirely grasped the litter box. Now, I'm happy to say that over the last few days, more and more of the kitten poops in Cuddle's room next door are ending up in the litter boxes, in the various litter boxes. So that's good news. And then, of course, on Monday, I am looking forward to trying to get Cuddles herself to the vet for her first checkup. And then I think it's another week or so before we bring them all in for the real first checkup. But I'm bringing her in early because I want to get her sort of cleared to meet other cats. So that's going to happen on Monday afternoon. And I'm going to be very interested to see how it goes because she's not a bad cat. When you get her in the carrier and you take her from place to place, she can be very passive when you are sort of controlling with her. Like if I scruff her and move her around, she goes limp like a kitten, like she's perfect. But then the minute I set her down somewhere, she wants to be like, I did not like that, and I'm going to hiss and swat at you. So it's a real mixed bag, and of course I discussed it with the vet, and I'm going to give her a giant dose of gabapentin a few hours before we leave, which is sort of like what we use for cats to calm them down a lot of times. And I'm skeptical whether that's going to work on her because it's not something that's 100%. There's plenty of cats that can be real high strung, and you can give them a ton of gabapentin, and they're still going to be a little too active, I guess would be the way to put it. So I'm real excited for Monday to sort of see what's going to happen and how it's going to go. We're going to try our best. The plan, though, is to get her out there to the vet and get her a snap test, which shows that she doesn't have FIV or FELV, which I'm pretty sure she doesn't, but it's a test we've always required of all of our mom cats and haven't had done for her yet. And then while we're at it, I'm probably going to bring in a fecal sample, get some general blood work done if we can, and see what else we can check out about her and clear. So that is going to be Monday, and that's it. I think that's the big news. That's the only big exciting news. Again, I would really like to see her starting to make friends with these guys, and I moved everything out of the way of this little window here so that they can see each other. And they've been looking at each other quite a bit, and neither group seems the least bit bothered by the fact that there's a whole bunch of other kittens and another mom cat right there through the window. Cuddles doesn't seem to mind, and Sky definitely doesn't mind. Sky is just completely, I let Sky out. She goes around the house. She runs into all the faculty. She has no problem with anyone. I think that last time I checked, Cal has a little bit of a problem with Sky, where if Cal sees Sky at the door here, she will hiss and swat at the door and growl. It's kind of uncharacteristic for her, even though we've seen a little bit of that since the spays. So I haven't let Sky encounter Cal yet, but she's encountered Maggie and everybody else, and she's fine. She's unflappable. The kittens will hiss at her, and sometimes she'll hiss at somebody if they get too close. But she's the least upsettable cat that we've had in a while, so she does great. A lot like Cal was for the longest time before we started getting the kids fixed. So we'll see. All right, that's that for news. And then, of course, you guys know the big news. All these letters here say that today is our 8-year anniversary of Kitten Academy, and I believe them. So it sounds about right, actually, because we started streaming in 2016, and I know I don't want to mythologize. I hardly remember it now. I know I've told the story since in a way that I would believe. So if you want to know for sure how everything went, go back a few years and listen to me talk about it on our anniversary. But I guess the way that I remember it now is that we had Hazel, our first pregnant mom cat ever, and she was going to deliver her kittens, and we decided to put it on the stream. She already had delivered her kittens, and I wanted to monitor them, I think it was, and I put the camera in her room so that we could keep an eye on her like a baby monitor. And then the next day I thought, you know, we could put this on YouTube, why not? And the rest just happened. So that was that. When it came to Hazel's kittens, I do remember that we got up in the morning and went down to see her that day, and she'd delivered 6 out of her 7 kittens already. And we just had no idea that it was coming or, you know, what to expect or anything at that point. And then after a little while, she delivered the 7th kitten. And, well, again, the rest is history. So if you want a better picture of it, I think people's memories are so fallible in general. They've done studies that show that, like, even immediately after something happens, that you don't remember it correctly and confabulate details very easily. So I wouldn't trust myself to get any of the details right now, but I think if you went back a few years, you'd find something that was a little bit more accurate. So there you go. All right. This long. I really wouldn't have predicted it would go this long because DJ was supposed to be a doctor 2 years ago now. And she's still got 1 more year now of her fellowship and a chance that there'll be 1 more year after that, another 1-year-long fellowship, which we haven't entirely decided on yet. So if anybody had asked me, I would have predicted that, you know, DJ would be doctoring and we would be someplace else, and who knows if we'd be doing the stream 2 years ago. So we're a bit overdue in that sense. But, you know, I think our extended stay has been welcome. I've been enjoying it anyway. All right, buddy. I always say this, but I think it's so fun that you put their little baby pictures on there because they don't look like that quite by the time they go home. And it's got to be fun for their adopters to see that, I think. It would be fun for me. I remember Elsie, our dog, was 3 years old, I think, when we got her, something, the better part of 3 years old. And she was retired, actually, from agility. Her trainer had done dog agility with golden retrievers, which is a little bit unusual. That's neither here nor there. But they had sent with her a book of, like, her little baby photos of her and her entire class when they were just little tiny babies. And it meant so much to me at the time. You know, it was way before Kitten Academy, and I just remember having that baby photo of her was so special. I know we still have it somewhere, too. So I imagine that it's like that for the Kitten Academy adopters with those little laser pointers in their baby photos, but even more so, obviously, with all the videos on YouTube and all the GIFs. So fantastic. By the way, it's very thoughtful of you. I'm sure you did notice that bear bed has been so popular. And also, I got to tell you, I've been thinking about sending that bear bed as the familiar item. I was mentioning earlier, I like to send something that's familiar with each of the cats when they graduate, so they have that scent and can settle into their new home a little bit better. And I've been thinking the bear bed probably should go with Cal. I haven't seen her or anybody else in it recently. Probably because it got peed in. Maybe I should put it through the wash a second time. Anyway, I've been thinking I wanted to send it with Cal because she's enjoyed it quite a bit. And it seems like the right thing to send with her. So it's nice that we've got another one to sort of keep the tradition going after that. Wonderful. Okay. Got lap kitties. They're learning to be lap kittens already. Even Cuddles group is starting to get really good at being lap kittens, where I go in the room and they all want to kind of jump up and see me and they climb all over me in my lap, and that's good news too. So great bunch of kittens and mom cats that we've got in here at the Academy right now, including Cal and her 2 remaining timey-wimeys that still need adopters. That's Monday and Holiday, and they're both a lot of fun in their own ways. So, all right, enough trying to sell kittens. I got to get this stuff packed up for now. I'll move these boxes out of here. Maybe Custer can keep an eye on them next door until tomorrow at 11 o'clock, all right? You two are going to have to go sit in this creepy mouse for a while I go clean everything up. I know, say it here. Oh, I heard that. Oh, hang on. We're exploding. We're exploding. Where's the wipes? Oh, that was an audible explosion. Whew. Mom smelled it too. Yeah, all right, buddy. Here, go ahead, get it out. You got it? You got it. You don't have to stop. We got this. I know, Mom wants to help. Look at her. She just gets right in there. She's like, no, I got this. I got this. Don't worry, Ma. Here, I can help. We should put him in the litter box for this so she gets that lesson. But one thing at a time here. Okay, there we go. You got it? Is that everything? Okay. Very distinctive smell here. I think I'm probably, when I go on Monday, I'm planning on asking the vet about sort of like a first dewormer for all these kids too, and maybe some. I've been giving them probiotics in the food already, but most of them aren't eating the food yet, so that doesn't help very much. This guy, though, he does eat the food, so maybe it's going to help her. I keep calling you a boy, and you're not a boy. I know you're not a boy. You're a girl. Very cute little girl. Okay,